Hey everyone, welcome to In the Beyond and thank you so much for joining me today. We are back with another timeless pick a card reading, and today I'm going to be channeling a positive, uplifting message from Spirit. So what do you guys need to know from Spirit to help you on your journey to find more peace or just good vibes, to really help us in these times of such uncertainty, intensity, and stress? Everything going on in the world right now is very tense. There is a lot going on, which I'm sure you know. I'm sure you feel it. I'm sure you're seeing the news and everything. So this reading, my intention is meant to bring through a really positive message from Spirit to help you guys, specifically at these really chaotic times. So we have 3 piles today to choose from. Pile number 1, we have the birch tree card. We also have this little golden rutilated quartz crystal. Has these beautiful golden rutils in it. Pile number 2, we have the gaze at the moon card with this smaller bloodstone crystal. Ooh, I'm already getting a few messages just tapping into the crystals. For pile number 3, we have the shapeshifter card, and we have this smaller tangerine quartz crystal. So take as much time as you need to see which crystal and which card is really calling out to you today. See where you're the most drawn, and that's going to be the pile that has a message for you from Spirit today. If you need to pause the video to take more time to meditate, please do so. You will find your timestamps in the description box below. And yeah, let's get into this reading. I'm really excited what Spirit has to share with us today. Let's see what's in the cards, and let's go in the beyond. Hey pile 1, if you guys were drawn to the rutilated quartz as well as the birch tree card, this is going to be your reading. Let's see what positive and uplifting message Spirit has for you today. So right away, with the crystal, I was getting the message about letting the sunshine in when I was gazing at the golden rutils in the crystal. Oops. And also this card is illustrating that. This card is letting in beautiful rays of sunshine. So Spirit is asking you guys to connect to the energy of nature. Connect to gazing at a sunset, connect to taking a walk in the forest, a walk in your local park. If you have a little garden or somewhere where you can maybe sit and listen to the birds, Spirit is asking you guys to connect to nature to find more positivity and more of that energy of hope and just resilience is what I'm hearing. I think you guys are going to find a lot of solace at connecting to nature, because we all know, especially if you're watching this when I'm uploading, there's just a lot of chaos in the world, a lot of negativity, especially if you're watching the news, you're connected to what's happening and unfolding all over the world right now. There's lots of tragedies unfolding, and it can be very overwhelming for our nervous systems to process all of these events. So Spirit is really talking about connecting into nature to help ground and stabilize your nervous system and to just connect with that uplifting power of nature. So let's pull a few more oracle cards, or no, actually tarot cards. Let's get some tarot cards for you guys. Pile 1, what does Spirit need to say to pile 1 today? What positive and uplifting message does Spirit have for my pile 1? Positive and uplifting messages for pile 1, please. Yeah, I'm hearing that song that just keeps saying, let the sunshine in. So maybe listening to music, looking for positivity in your life, looking for people in your community who are maybe, you know, positive influences and activists, looking at some positive videos on social media if you've been kind of, you know, seeing a lot of negativity there, looking for some cute animal videos, doing stuff like that, just to give yourself a moment of sunshine and a moment of happiness. Like, whatever would make you smile, try to connect into that. So we have the Warrior of Earth. This is the Knight of Pentacles with Yucca. Oh, we have the Death card with Marigold. We have the Fool energy with Dandelion. And we have the Queen of Swords with Motherwort. Oh, wow. Okay, we have the Ace of Cups. We have Death again. We have the Wheel of Fortune. And we have the Queen of Swords again. That is beautiful. You guys, Spirit is really talking really specifically to you guys right now. Wow, these synchronicities in the cards, that is so rare to have the same card come out twice. Wow. Okay, again, I'm just really being drawn to that sun right here and the eagle. Really trying to connect into the energy of joy. So, for example, if you've just been kind of feeling really like low vibe because of like all the stress in your own personal life plus all the stress in the world, Spirit is really talking about looking for that sunshine again, letting in some peace or moment of zen or happiness for you guys. There's a lot of yellow energy here, especially obviously with the Fool and the Dandelion card. I'm just kind of feeling all of these dandelions as being little suns. Spirit really wants you guys to tap into that solar energy and that yellow energy of joy, happiness, and bliss. So if you could really try to maybe watch a sunset or maybe watch a sunrise, give yourself a moment of peace in your day where maybe you're drinking your tea and you're gazing at the sunrise, or you're going through a walk in the woods and you're really connecting into that energy of light. You're really being mindful and conscious of the solar energy seeping in through the trees or bouncing off the trees. You're just very conscious of the solar energy. Spirit wants you to be very conscious of sunlight and sun rays, because they are, you know, they do represent that energy of hope, happiness, joy, and good things to come, you know, the energy of light. So you're being asked to tap into that. You're being asked to tap into nature. You're being asked to tap into maybe listening to the songs of birds, really connecting into deep listening. I'm also hearing Spirit is calling you guys to listen deeply to nature. Listen to the trees and the rustling of the leaves in the wind. Calm down and take a moment of peace and stillness. If you could do this once a day, you'll start to notice changes in your thinking, and you'll start to notice some subtle changes in your nervous system. Maybe you will have an easier time grounding. You'll have an easier time of self-regulating your nervous system, so you won't be so quick to get caught in that fight or flight or freeze response energy. Another message here with the Queen of Swords coming out twice. Spirit is asking you guys to connect into your throat chakra, that swords energy, that energy of mind and expression. So another great activity to do if you feel like called to do it would be journaling. Giving yourself a moment every day to maybe express yourself through writing, creative writing, or journaling. or it could be talking about singing. You might have a beautiful voice, you might have a beautiful singing voice, or you might need to use your voice for activism, getting your thoughts and opinions out there. Whatever resonates with you, you're being called to contemplate how you can use your throat chakra, how you can use your powers for maybe writing a happier, more peaceful future, or bringing in joy through your voice or your writing or your intellect in some way. So see what is resonating with you as you were listening to that, and maybe explore that. Explore journal prompts, or explore creative writing, or explore activism writing, making positive posts on social media. There's a lot that could be done with you, for you guys, and with you guys as you connect to your throat chakra. I hope that is making sense. Another beautiful message that's coming through with the Death card is really a message about connecting into ancestors and ancestral energy here. Asking the ancestors for help during these times, asking them for help during transitions, and to bring positivity and stability into your life. Maybe the act of praying. I wasn't thinking of that with these swords cards, but now I'm kind of tapping into the ancestor message, and there's a message here about praying, using your voice for prayers, using your singing voice for an offering of prayers to ancestors, to nature spirits, to deities, whatever energies you like to work with in the spirit world. There is a message of prayer, of uplifting your energy and vibration through prayer, through song, through writing. So yeah, that's really beautiful messages here. Remember to look for the sunshine and let the sunshine in. Let's pull another oracle card for you guys to get any more messages. Let's take one from this deck and maybe one from another. An uplifting message from Spirit for my pile 1, please. Yeah, we have put your hands in the dirt. So this is really Spirit like coming in and reminding you of a few things here. This card, this really asks you to reconnect to nature and reconnect to Mother Earth, and remember how you are connected to every living being on Earth, the soil, the trees, the plants, the insects, the butterflies, the flowers. We are all related. And that can be scientifically backed by, the study of DNA and the study of ancient DNA. I'm just seeing this double helix in the center of the tree to really talk about DNA and how we are all connected. This card is asking you guys to reconnect with nature. You'll find a lot of joy and positivity as you reconnect with nature in whatever way you like to. If you're more of a hands-on person and you like to garden and get your hands dirty, that's beautiful. If you're more of a person who likes to go by a body of water and maybe sit and contemplate next to rocks and water, that's beautiful too. If you like to gaze at the sunsets or the night sky or the moon, whatever it is, do the things that you like to do to really connect deeply to nature. And this card is also talking about ancestors through the DNA messages. I think your ancestors have a lot of wisdom to share with you. Your ancestors might have survived really chaotic times as well: war, famine, drought, migration. So your ancestors are saying they have a lot of wisdom to share with you, and they really want you to kind of open yourself up to receiving the wisdom of the ancestors. Open yourself up. We have the Wheel of Fortune, and we have this figure with the widespread palms out, hands wide open. This is the posture of receptivity, the posture of letting things in, whether that's downloads or whether that is psychic visions or information coming from the ancestors through dreaming. The ancestors are asking you to be receptive and to be open to their wisdom right now, because they have a lot of knowledge and understanding about how to get through chaotic, tense times. And let's pull another oracle card. Any last information or positive uplifting messages for my pile 1, please, Spirit? Any other messages for pile 1 that want to come out today? We have the Swan with graceful transformation. Soften your heart and find your flow. Okay, yeah, so there's a few messages I get with this card. Spirit is talking about you guys seeing beauty. Just as Spirit was really strongly talking about letting the sunshine in and gazing at the sun and gazing at nature, one of the core messages there is talking about receiving the beauty of Mother Earth, receiving the beauty that is inherent in all of nature, seeing the beauty in relationships and how we are all connected, how everyone on Earth is connected, how we are all connected to the soil, the trees, the plants, the birds, all the animals and plant life. Seeing your connection to all of the cosmos. The spirit is speaking about seeing that beauty in your day-to-day life and really noticing and being really conscious of the beauty that surrounds you. Being really conscious of your own beauty as well, because you are part of Earth. You are part of the collective here. This card also speaks about, you know, having that soft heart and being open and receptive. So right now, I think you're very, I think Spirit and your ancestors have a lot of wisdom to pass on to you. There's a lot of information they want to share with you, and this is just another confirmation about being open and receptive and really finding your flow into that information. So be mindful about how Spirit speaks to you. Maybe it's time to meditate more. Maybe it's time to journal. Maybe you have gifts in creative writing, and Spirit wants to channel those gifts when you're, you know, sitting down to write. Maybe Spirit wants to channel gifts and messages through you in creative endeavors, or maybe it has to do with prayer or music. This card is talking about you having a beautiful gift, a beautiful talent, coming to the world with grace and flexibility. So try to see where that will fit in for you individually. Explore some of the gifts you might have. Explore some of the desires you have. Like maybe you have a desire to create art or to create beautiful spaces. Just explore these desires and these inklings to find more beauty and connection and flow and receptivity. So yeah, that's what I'm seeing for you guys, pile 1. Thank you all so much for joining me today. If you did like this reading, please like and subscribe. Leave me a comment down below letting me know if this resonated with you. I truly love to read the comments. I love doing these readings, and I really hope to see you guys in one of my next readings. Hey, pile 2. If you guys were drawn to the Bloodstone Crystal as well as the Gaze at the Moon card, this is going to be your reading. Let's see what positive and uplifting message Spirit has for you guys today. So you guys were drawn to the Gaze at the Moon card. And as I was touching the Bloodstone Crystal for you guys, I was getting a message about how your ancestors have a lot of wisdom and just guidance that they want to share with you at this time, especially I'm seeing this figure in the blue representing the ancestors, and you are being represented by one of the figures here sitting and listening to the wisdom of the elders. And with the gaze at the moon, I was getting the message that as you gaze at the moon and these celestial beings, you are gazing at the same moon that your ancestors saw. You know, the stars, they are the same. The moon, it's the same. So you are able to tap in deeply, I feel like, to the past and the wisdom of the past and the wisdom of elders and ancestors from the very deep ancient past. You might feel more connected to ancestors who are from thousands of years ago than you do to like ancestors who are maybe, you know, from the recent past, like 100 or 200 years ago. When you do ancestor work, it might be very ancient ancestor work. So that's just a quick message that came through the crystal. We're gonna pull some more tarot cards here and oracle cards to get some more uplifting messages from spirit, because right now especially there's just so much going on in the world. Times are very tense and chaotic. And I really want spirit to speak about how we can find more positivity and hope and good vibes. Messages for pile 2, please, from spirit. Positive and uplifting messages, please, from spirit for pile 2. And let's pull some from this deck as well. Positive, uplifting messages for my pile 2, please, spirit. What does pile 2 need to know today to find more peace and positivity, hope, and ease? Okay, pile 2. Starting out, we have the Chariot. We have Wheel of Fortune. Wow. And we also have the 10 of Swords here. And right away with this message, I am getting these 3 cards are speaking about, as you listen to the ancestors, as you listen to spirit, as you listen to the spiritual energies that you like to tap into and connect to, you will be finding a lot more luck and positivity. So really being open and receptive to what spirit is trying to communicate to you, and especially what the ancestors are trying to communicate as well. Because I'm seeing this grizzly bear as representing like an ancestral totem animal, or like a very powerful spirit force. This grizzly bear, you know, it has a lot of wisdom and abundance because of the 2 salmons in its mouth representing abundance. And this card is also the Chariot, so we have that energy of having an open road, meaning your travel will be safe. You will have safe passage. So I'm like getting this really interesting message about how this card is really talking about, as you listen to the ancestors, as you do the things that your ancestors are calling you to do, as you do the things that your heart is asking you to do, as you listen to the messages and the signs and synchronicities from spirit, you guys are going to have a lot of fortune, a lot of luck, a lot of abundance come in. And if you just like to tap into universal energies, like just listening to the universe, you could just think of it as that as well, like just listening to the universal energy, the energy from the cosmos, what the universe is calling you to do, where you're being called. As you listen to that, you know, your pathway will be open, and you will see the signs and synchronicities that will lead you to a lot of good fortune, abundance, clarity, feeling more uplifted and positive. I feel like right now you might be in a place where you feel maybe very trapped. Maybe these thunderbolts these lightning bolts are representing stress or obstacles. This could be where you are currently right now. You might be feeling overwhelmed by social media. You might be feeling overwhelmed by your personal everyday life. I just feel like these lightning bolts are representing obstacles and stress and roadblocks. And, you know, you're really being called to listen to what the universe, spirit, or ancestors is saying. Follow your heart, follow your gut and your intuition, and you will be led down a clear and open pathway to a lot of good fortune here. So yeah, let's see what else came out. Yes, the High Priestess with Mugwort has come out. Really, you know, talking about following your gut feelings, your intuition, and spirit. We have the Pomegranate with the Nine of Swords. Ooh, we have the Two of Fire with Bee Balm. We have the Four of Pentacles with Willow. Yeah, we have the Hermit card with Unsnia. And we have the Three of Fire with Calendula. So yeah, exactly. I feel like some of these cards are kind of really supporting that first message that was coming out strongly. Definitely the Hermit and the High Priestess and the Pomegranate are really supporting that first message of it's really time to listen to the ancestors. Pomegranate for me, and for me it's a representation of the underworld, of ancestors. There's lots of mythology connecting pomegranates to the energy of the underworld and things like that. So this card, it gives me that vibe of ancestors and energy, you know, nature energy and the underworld. We do have the Mugwort here with the High Priestess, and this card is all about following our dreams, following what our heart is desiring, following what spirit is showing us in the signs and the synchronicities. So whether you do ancestor work or whether you follow more of a loosely open spiritual teachings, like maybe you're into that, you know, just following the energy of the universe, or maybe you're very into astrology and following, you know, those signs and synchronicities, whatever it is for you, you're just being called to follow your gut, follow your intuition, read the signs and synchronicities coming from the other world, coming from the spirit world, because that is how you guys are going to find a lot of uplifting, positive energy. That's how you're going to find your happiness, and that's how you're going to find your abundance, is really being open and receptive to what spirit is saying to you guys, what the universe is saying, where you're being led by the invisible world. And that is also really strongly supported by the Hermit card. Spirit really wants you guys to go into hermit mode right now. Maybe shut off distractions, shut off the TV, shut off social media. If you can, give yourself a little bit of a break from social media. Maybe you've just been, you know, really seeing a lot of traumatic things there recently. Maybe there's just too many distractions and you're not connected to your own energy. Perhaps your disconnection from your own energy is making you not be, maybe like that disconnection from your own energy is causing you not to see the signs and synchronicities that spirit, your guides, your ancestors, the universe is trying to show you. So I think the first step to get out of this Ten of Swords energy is to, oh, that's such a beautiful message. It's so beautiful that the grizzly bear is also representing that hermit mode. I'm just picking that up. So spirit is saying the first step out is to go into a hermit mode or a hibernation, and that's, I think, why the bear came out, representing that strong spirit animal totem energy. You're being asked to go into a hibernation mode. You're being asked to connect to your deepest self. Shut off distractions. Go into a bit of a cave mode if you can. If you can set aside to meditate more, that would be wonderful. If you can give yourself some quiet time, some alone time each day, that would be beautiful for you guys to really start to hear the universe and spirit more clearly, especially if you've been feeling like you are unable to see the signs and the synchronicities. We also have the Four of Earth with Willow. So the Four of Pentacles also has the same message of it's time to reserve our energy. It's time to be very safe right now with our own energy, and it's time to put up some strong boundaries. Just as you're weaving this basket, it's really important to have that, like, you know, the basket is a boundary. You're being asked to weave strong boundaries right now with your own energy, and especially your spiritual energy as well. So really be mindful of the things that you are taking in, whether that is relationships that feel draining. It's really time to, you know, be mindful of that. Whether you are consuming too much social media or news content, it's really time to just be mindful of that. What is taking your energy? What is not serving you anymore? What boundaries can you put up to make yourself feel safer, to make yourself feel like you're very connected to your own energy and you can hear spirit and you can hear your own soul and heart desires? Yeah, I'm getting a real energy here. Okay, so I don't exactly know why, but the Two of Wands here, the Two of Fire, is giving me this energy that there's almost like a fire that needs to be put out in your life. Like there's a need to call the fire department, so to speak. There's a need for some big change and shift. There's a real need for protection. Something in your life is like being represented by fire right now, and it's being represented by the destructive energy that fire holds, and that is why metaphorically the fire department would need to be called. There's some kind of destructive force in your life right now that spirit is talking about, and for some of you that might be a relationship that you need to put up boundaries with. That could be a toxic work environment that needs to be put out and you need to make a change. Just try to think about what is the most draining thing in your life. What is draining you the most? Is it a person? Is it a place? Is it a habit or behavior? Is it just the energy of you not taking time for yourself? There's something really destructive going on in your life right now, and that is being represented by the Two of Wands. To deal with that destructive force, it's time to put up these strong boundaries and really be careful about who we're giving our energy to and what we're giving our energy to. The destructive force or the negative thing being spoken about could literally just be something like consuming too much social media or consuming too much media in general, like news or TV. The Three of Fire is what is going to help it. This is representing the soothing balm that your life needs right now. Calendula is very soothing and healing, especially for inflammation and skin conditions. So this card is representing how to put the fire out in your life. And with this card being right next to the Hermit, it's very clear that the soothing balm you guys need in your life is these strong boundaries and this hermit mode. If you like to think about the hermit mode as more of a bear mode, like grizzly bear mode, hibernating for the winter, really pulling back from a relationship or pulling back from overworking yourself, burnout. It could be anything. Just try to think about what is draining your energy the most at this time in your life. Is it a person? Is it burnout? Is it social media? You know, like it could really be anything. So yeah, you're just being asked to call back your energy and put up strong boundaries around your energy. Maybe making some crystal grids to help protect your energy, maybe doing more rituals, doing more meditation, doing more grounding work, journaling. Just, I'm seeing like it's really time to get quiet and connect back to your own energy. Because like we've been talking about, you guys are going to find the most like positivity, abundance, and happiness as you really connect in to hearing the signs and synchronicities that spirit and the ancestors are trying to bring for you. So let's pull another oracle card or two to get you guys a last message here. What positive, uplifting message or advice does spirit have for pile 2? And the bear came out, and how beautiful is that? Okay, so yeah, spirit is really talking about you guys need to have a hibernation mode. You guys need to hibernate for winter, call back your energy, put up strong boundaries, make yourself a sacred space, a sacred cave, whether that is your dream cave or your meditation cave or your journaling cave. You guys need to claim space for yourself. You guys need to hold strong boundaries for yourself. It's really time to be that mother bear energy in your own life and hold those strong boundaries of protection around your own energy, not letting things drain you anymore. This card also says you are the light. It is safe to step fully into your light. Yeah, spirit really wants you guys to have this hermit mode so you can find your light and magic again, so you can find your connection to source and spirit again, and so you can really hear spirit and the ancestors and the universe really clearly. Just as the hermit card in the traditional tarot has that monk-like figure holding a lantern, the hermit card is all about finding the light again, finding consciousness and wisdom and inner wisdom specifically. So the bear is just like a perfect card to come out in your reading. But this card is also saying it's really time for you guys to step fully into your light. It's time for you guys to find that light of that lantern, your inner light, your inner wisdom again. It's really time for you guys to connect with that, because that is going to be your guiding light to show you the way forward as you connect to your intuition, as you see the signs and synchronicities, as you really connect to what your soul and your heart are desiring for your soul and life path and mission. You guys are going to feel a lot more happiness, positivity, find a lot of abundance. Life will just feel a lot more blissful and easy. So if you feel called, maybe do meditations with bear, or do guided visualizations or imaginations, imagining connecting to the animal of bear, hibernation. Bears are a very shamanic animal, and they have a lot of wisdom, and they have a lot of healing wisdom to share. If you feel called to, maybe connect into the traditional image of the hermit, or just really connect deeply to that hermit energy in some way. Yeah, just meditate on those images, perhaps use them in your altars. Do whatever you feel called to bring this energy into your life at this time, to really help you guys feel more positive during these chaotic times. So that's what I'm seeing for you guys, pile 2. Thank you all so much for joining me today. If you did like this video, please like and subscribe. Leave me a comment down below. Let me know how this resonated with you. I always love to read the comments. Yeah, give this a thumbs up or a comment. I love doing these readings for you guys, and I really hope to see you in one of my next readings. Hey, pile 3. If you guys were drawn to the shapeshifter card as well as this beautiful little tangerine quartz, this is going to be your reading. Let's see what positive and uplifting message spirit has for you guys today. So as you guys can probably feel and know. It's really chaotic times right now in the world, everywhere. And I just want to bring through some positive and uplifting message from Spirit. So let's pull some tarot cards and then some oracle cards to see what Spirit really wants to talk about today. But yeah, I am just feeling into this card, and I am feeling this card is talking about changing our perspective and seeing things in a different way. I'm also getting a message about body work. So this could be maybe taking up a form of yoga, maybe a form of meditation or martial arts to help us process emotions and process the feelings in our nervous system. Maybe doing some kind of Kundalini yoga or tapping into the energies in our chakras. Some kind of energy work practice like Tai Chi or Qigong could help you guys move energy and see the world in a more positive way. But yeah, let's get into the tarot too here. Pile 3, messages for my pile 3 from Spirit. Uplifting and positive messages from Spirit, please. I'm getting some of you guys with the tangerine quartz. You might be more of fiery people. You might have a lot of fire in your chart, or you might have a pitta dosha if you're familiar with the Ayurveda kind of medical systems and how they categorize constitutions. Some people have a pitta dosha, which is like fire. Some people are more air or water. I'm getting you guys might be a more fiery group here. So yeah, you might have fire placements in your chart. Maybe you have a fiery moon. Maybe you have Aries first house, Sagittarius first house, or Leo energy. But yeah, I was kind of really feeling that Aries energy prominent as well. Maybe you have a lot of placements in those areas. So you guys might need one of your foundational needs for emotional stability might be something that is very energetic, and you might need like an exercise routine, body work routine, because that's just maybe how, you know, your constitution is set up. So Spirit is talking about an outlet for your emotions being very important. A creative or physical outlet for emotions being really important, and especially now as things are so chaotic and intense in our current times. You know, the earth is going through so many changes, humanity is going through so many upheavals and tragedies, which I'm sure everyone is really feeling in the collective energy. And yeah, so Spirit is, the first message for you guys is Spirit is talking about a need for movement, a need for expression, bodywork stuff. Any other messages for my pile 3? Any more positive, uplifting messages from Spirit for pile 3, please? Does pile 3 need to know for positivity and good vibes? Okay, so we'll start here. We have the Queen of Water with oats. We have the Sun, I love that, with the St. John's wort. We have the cannabis plant with the Justice card. And we have the Warrior of Earth, the Warrior of Pentacles. So this is the Knight of Pentacles with Yucca. And then for other cards down here, we do have the Temperance card. Just gonna put that there. We have the 10 of Cups, and we have the 2 of Swords. So yeah, they are really speaking about a need for calming the emotions. I'm really seeing that with the Oats card, with Temperance, with the Two of Swords, even the Ten of Cups. There's really this need to soothe your emotional body. There's this need to really soothe, you know, and nurture yourself. I'm getting this big message around nurturing and caring for yourself with the Ten of Cups here, being your own inner parent, doing your own inner child and inner parent work here, being your own nurturing force and energy. So yeah, let me just tap in. I'm gonna see if maybe one or two more cards want to come out from this deck. Any other cards or messages, please, for pile 3? What does pile 3 need to know right now? Yeah, we have the Two of Cups, we have the Seven of Cups, and we have the King of Cups. That's so beautiful. Yeah, you guys really need to, it's really time to tend to your emotional waters. Okay, I'm getting the message pretty clear from Spirit. Spirit is saying that, Spirit is speaking about this group, maybe a group that has a lot of wounds from the past, wounds from childhood, maybe this group went through a lot of trauma in their early years. Maybe this group has gone through a lot of traumatic experiences in general. This is being brought up because Spirit is saying you might be triggered again by all of the events that you're seeing in the world right now, and how, you know, our times are so chaotic and intense. This might be triggering you. This might be triggering your inner child. This might be triggering your nervous system really intensely, triggering and bringing up past wounds and energies of that kind. And that's perfectly normal, especially when we have a lot of unprocessed emotions and unprocessed trauma and things like that that is stored in our bodies. Seeing a lot of injustices is going to bring up that stored energy, that stored trauma in the nervous system. So I would maybe recommend, if you feel called to, like, you might want to explore some books like The Body Keeps the Score, Waking the Tiger by Peter Levine. That might be a good jumping off point for you guys to maybe explore this topic of stored trauma in the body. Spirit is really talking about your body and body work being really important for you guys to find a lot more peace and freedom. Doing body work and feeling your body deeply and really tapping into your body is going to help you to unlock emotional freedom, and it's going to shift your perspective, I'm hearing. Yeah, because I am seeing like past traumas, past hurts, past emotions that maybe you never had the ability or the chance to go through the process of releasing, and maybe they have been stored in the body up until now. And because life has, you know, gotten really stressful, you're perhaps feeling triggered a lot. You're perhaps getting into fight, flight, or freeze mode a lot because of, you know, the turbulence and the chaotic tension. Justice, I feel like you guys are really connected to that energy of justice and activism. Something to help you would maybe be to explore avenues of maybe being an advocate for a cause that you really hold close to your heart. That's just a message for a few of you guys I'm hearing. But the main core message here is talking about emotional healing and dealing with the emotions in your body. Dealing and calming and soothing your emotional world and your inner child. Really healing and being really attentive to the inner child. Making the focus of your day being about tending to your own needs and tending to your emotional needs, doing things for yourself that are going to be very comforting and very soothing, just like, you know, you would imagine a mother to do for a child. That's the energy that's really, Spirit is really highlighting that energy of like emotional soothing here, because I think that's the first step in this journey that you might be on, is reconnecting to your emotions, reconnecting to your inner child. And the next steps perhaps are going to be finding some type of body work, some type of meditation, yoga, some type of qigong, a martial art, something to get you back into your body and to feel like your body is very strong and flexible, and you can really rely on your body, and you can work through any emotions you're having by moving your body. As you move your body, your emotions will move too. You'll start to feel more free. You'll start to feel more trying to think of the right word. I don't want to say empty, because that's not, you know, the word I'm trying to find, but I just feel like you're going to have a lot of ease and a lot of flow, and you won't have as much mental chatter as you find freedom and flow through movement and body work. Maybe it could be dancing. Yeah, there's just this real need for balancing your emotions and balancing your physical body right now. Yeah, with the Sun card and this beautiful Yucca card, I am getting another message about, in addition to body work, it might be a creative activity. It might be just a creative art or expression where you really, you find an outlet for your emotions. So maybe I'm getting like you might have an Aries moon, so you might really need art, or you might really need music or some kind of poetry to express your emotions and really get those intense emotions out. For some of you guys, it might be boxing, it might be intense athletics, it might be really moving your body, your physical body. For some of you guys, it's going to be more of those creative arts to get your emotions out. You might be a very expressive painter, you might be a very expressive singer or writer, and you really need that creative outlet to move through your emotions and get your emotions out. You guys might have faced a lot of injustice in your own life, and you really need these creative or physical outlets to move through those injustices. And especially as you see injustices in the world, you are going to feel triggered by your own story and what happened in your own life and your own injustices that you've lived through as well. So it's really important for you guys to tap in to the physical outlet that you need or the creative outlet that you need. So if you're a creative person, make time for yourself to do the art that you like to do, or, you know, the singing, the dancing, the poetry, the writing. Make time for yourself to do that. If you are the person that needs that physical outlet, like that boxing class or that Kundalini yoga class, whatever it is for you, make that time and do those practices, because that's how you guys are going to feel more positive, more uplifted, more free, more happy. Yeah, it's really, you guys are going to feel a lot more emotional ease and stability and happiness as you do a physical or creative practice. So yeah, let's pull a few more oracle cards for you guys to get any last messages or advice for pile 3. Positive, uplifting message for my pile 3, please, Spirit. We have the Starfish. Intuition. Listen to your soul's truth. Think less. Feel more. We have Squirrel. Spiritual maintenance. Be your own caretaker. Yeah, these two cards are really highlighting the messages that the tarot was really saying. You guys really need to think less, get out of your head, get out of your mind, and really start to feel more, really connect to your body and your feelings and your emotions, just as we've been talking about in this whole reading. And then we also have be your own caretaker, and that's totally what I was feeling from 10 of Cups and the Queen of Cups over here, and even the Harvest of Cups, the King of Cups. Like, it's time for you guys to be your own caretaker, be your own parent energy, be your own nurturing energy. Know the things that you need and allow yourself those things. Know yourself. It's really time to get really deep and spiritual here and really know yourself. Know that if you have a really busy day with a lot of meetings, you're going to need a really good lunch, and then after that busy day you are really going to need to either, you know, do your artwork, or you're really going to need that yoga session or that boxing session. It's really time to just know yourself, know what you want your weekends to be like know the types of people you're going to be around, and then give yourself the nurturing and the care that you need to maybe process that, or to maybe feel more joy during that, whatever it is. Like, really know yourself. Know that when you have a day off, you want to go to a yoga class, or you want to go to the spa, or you want to go through to your journal and do your writing or your poetry. Yeah, like, just, it's really time for you to connect to you. I feel like maybe throughout your life you've been a caretaker of other people, and right now it's like life is saying and spirit is saying, you know, you might have care took for all these people over your life, and right now it's your time. It's your time to really know yourself, to get to know yourself, know your likes and dislikes, know what you need to feel happy and emotionally fulfilled, know what you need to process your emotions, to get through any past emotional stagnation or trauma that might be in your body. It's time for you guys to really know yourself fully and be your own caretaker, and give yourself the things you need and give yourself the things you desire. Listen to your soul's truth more. What is your soul calling you to do? What are you being called in your heart and your intuition to be doing? So yeah, that's what I'm seeing for you guys, pile 3. Thank you all so much for joining me today. If you did like this video, please like and subscribe. Leave me a comment down below letting me know how this has resonated with you. I always love to read the comments. I love doing these readings, and I really hope to see you guys in one of my next readings. Thank you guys so much as always. I truly appreciate you.